Welcome Rockstars to more Worker Simulator. Today's super exciting as we continue off from our fishing job. Last time we hit the gym to get a little bit of strength and speed buffs for our character, as well as testing out some new jobs. It's exciting. Let's get to it. Well, another day of working. Alright, so last time we got up to fisherman and chef. So we got 3 jobs total. The chef was horrible. It was complicated, overdue. I didn't have all the recipe equipment, like all the things I needed to craft the cooking recipes. It was nuts. We currently only have $70. I believe we need at least $350 for a different outfit so we can actually get a different job. So we're gonna have to go back to fishing, which is fine. Fishing is actually the best job we've had so far. Pays more than the loader. I don't know if it pays equal or not to the chef. It was that complicated, but it's more consistent than the chef. Tripwire hook, I can sell this for 5, but the sad thing is, oops, I fell off. We no longer have our starter bonus, so we don't get double the rewards for selling things anymore, which was a big thing that we originally had when we were doing the fishing mission. I really wish we had the builder perk right now because there's 2 times builder money, and that'd be really useful, but we're not going to make enough to actually be able to afford that outfit by the time that timer is up. I don't think the builder's cheap. I think Scavenger is the only outfit at $350 besides the chef that we can afford. I think farmer might have been $300. We might go for that. It all really just depends on the money that we get, and each thing's different. Like the lily pad's $9, the crucian's $12, and we have no idea what we're gonna get from these fish. And we've got a rice fish, $15. That's our most expensive one so far. We gotta catch a bunch of fish and just see what we can afford. I think we're gonna shoot for Scavenger. I think is our best bet. Not really sure. If we can get builder though, I would appreciate it. I feel like builder would be a good fun task that pays a good amount of money. I'm hoping so. It also just sounds more appealing than Scavenger. I'm not exactly sure how that role works out. I'm a little afraid to find out. Alright, so we've got a pretty good haul so far. 3 statements for 17.2, 10 per cods, and some other guys. Let's see, we're currently at $75 and selling all of these. Goldfish, ink sack, raw cod puts us up to $259. Not quite as high as I thought I'd be. I thought we'd be a little higher and still short of 300, but that's disappointing. Well, back to fishing we go. We can't leave until we have at least 350, 300 to 350. We know those are the 2 cheapest worker outfits next for the next job. It's going to be a minute. I'm really curious though, is how do we get up to like 45, $100,000s of dollars? Because that's where other businesses are. So like, I'm curious about how big like the producer paid, because that's an $800 outfit, right? Is there gonna be a job that's worth it where we can actually buy the businesses up, or are we gonna have the max job and just be buying businesses with no promotion at the end? I'm really curious to see how it's gonna go. All right, $370, that's enough for the outfit, including our $5 train tickets that we'll need to get in and out of the city. So back to Streetville. Actually, hold on. I mean, we could go to Cirograd. Cirograd's how we get more jobs. I did forget about that. So I was speaking earlier, talking about the fact that max jobs with the businesses we would have to buy, but I believe Cirogro is how we get more jobs that are even better than the best job here. Let's stop off at the gym first. Let's actually do a little bit of working out here, see if we can increase our speed and our strength. Let's go ahead and get working on this. Let's increase our speed. We gotta stay on for 30 seconds, so it's not gonna be the easiest thing, but if we just keep it moving, keep on running, 20 seconds left to go. The way the screen jiggles back and forth almost makes me feel like I've had way too many energy drinks. Just I can't stop jiggling is the way it feels like. It's exactly what it feels like. 3, 2, 1, boom. 10% speed-based increase. That is nice. Okay, let's get a strength increase here. Okay, so we've got to crouch. We got to wait for it to be green. Come on, come on, come on. It's completely random when it decides to turn green. And we don't want to mess it up. Turn green. There we go. Okay, we got to do 2 more of those so we can get the strength bonus. I don't know if it helps with any job that's not the loader. There we go. Number 2, the loader was our first job, and the strength actually gives you a bonus where it stops decreasing your speed when you're carrying so much weight from the crate. So it makes sense to increase your strength. But I'm not sure about this, but there we go. 5% total damage buff. And into the uni shop we go. I've got plenty of food and whatnot. All right, so there are jobs up here. $5,000 for a monocle, and the miners had us $3 grand. Geez, I didn't even realize this was up here. What's this? Undefined cube. So it says $25 million. What is an undefined cube. This is the scientist for 10,000 and the maid for 2,000. Yeah, so there are some more jobs than I originally thought. So yeah, chef's hat was 350. Fisherman's what we have at 100. Builders is 150. Interesting. And the builder time is almost up. Scavenger 350. Oh, we could go farmer for 300. I think we go scavenger. Solid $15 left. That's just enough so we can get back and actually test out our scavenger job. So I'm curious to see what we're gonna be doing for this job. Are we gonna be just running around picking up supplies? Are we gonna be cleaning things up? Are we going to be like, I guess we could also like toss away old materials, scavenge and recycle those. All right, so scavenger, let's see. Scavenger task, take out trash out of residential buildings. Yeah, well, hopefully this pays more. Starter bonus, plus $5 to every payment, doesn't multiply. So we have 30 extra $5 payments is how it was. Okay, so we don't have any garbage. So that's where we put it. So I'm assuming we just have to literally walk into these homes and collect a glass tube. Minus 2.5% speed, throw away trash, or reach level 15 of strength to avoid a debuff. Ah, good thing we have a little bit increased speed and strength. So we'll just do this a floor at a time. So that was what, 5 trash cans. So all of this, and nice. So we went up to $25. Was that only 10 bucks for the trash cans? All right, so let's just take the one and let's see how much we get. So that's 32. So we went up $5, $6, $7, but then that also could have been because we were on a higher floor where we're trash and been more valuable. Yeah, because that had 4 glass. I'm really intrigued by it. How heavy can we make ourselves? This is floor 3, 4, and there's no more floors. Sweet, we can just boom, take all of this. We're pretty way down, but we still have a good amount of normal speed, so we can make this trip pretty quickly. So we go from 32 all the way up to $96. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's more efficient or not than the actual fishing overall. I think it also just depends on what we get in our trash cans, right? And then it depends on how much we deliver. It's technically a faster process. Basement key. Wait, what? I have a basement key? Oh, what? Is that for this building? Or is that... that's super interesting. There's metal. Oh, apparently there was alien substance in one of these trash cans. How do we know that that's an alien substance? And how does the basement key work? Is there... I don't see a stairs. Is there... I don't know where this goes. Is that for that place? Okay, let's go ahead and put this here. There we go. We're up to $309. Oh my god, this is definitely worth it. This is... Is this the... Can I... I don't know if this is the basement. Oh, this has to be the basement. Okay, that has to be the basement. It's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, up to $330. I think this is more efficient than fishing. While I think fishing gives higher amounts, I think this has so many individual spots you have to pick up and certain items or materials we have to throw away, probably like the alien substances or whatever that we're finding. They're definitely more valuable than the fish. Now let's clear out this third building here. This is the last floor. Mr. Trash Man pays. We pay. We get paid a lot. We don't play. We play. We take our job seriously. I could use a bigger strength buff though, so I could actually do more trash and then get it taken out. That's $406 though. So it says we need 15 levels of strength. I think we only have 1 or 2. I'm not sure where to check what our technical level is, but I'm assuming at some point we'll get updated on what that is. Or that like when, oh, you got a 5% buff increase. Well, that's also going to tell us that we no longer have to have the debuff when we carry a heavy amount of items. Question is, do we want to try out every single job or just keeping our way up the corporate ladder for different paying and higher paying jobs? That's the decision we've got to make because we already skipped over farmer. I'm also I really want to look at Sierra Grad. Let's go. We have the money. I really want to look at it. So this is the next city. Buy business, car store, a pet shop, hat store, race ticket. Ooh, seems like there's a lot. Seems like a more active city than the last one. Well, there's the mall and here's our withdrawal terminal. Maybe that's why we need cash for the mall. Interior store. Ooh, this feels a lot more like decoration. A cinema that we could buy, another business that we could buy, another one. Yeah, not what I'm looking for. Maybe I was wrong about there being a secondary job store here. I don't know. Well, I didn't really see anything worth buying, and I didn't see separate job outfits in any store in the other city. So I'm worried about it being just businesses. But we need to focus on getting our strength up for this trash job, and clearly the logging job was the only one that's going to take physical strength. So we're going to do this a few times and see if we can get our debuff deactive, which would be nice. nice. So it says level 15. I don't know if that's like 15% or 5% is one level. We're gonna have to figure that out. So as far as I know, we have 5% buff with, I'm assuming is one level. Get the squat. Come on. Come on. You gotta hold it. We gotta get that strength buff. We gotta carry all of that trash. We gotta get that strength buff. That's a lot of weight, a lot of weight, a lot of weight. It's like our third set. And we stood up too late. Really got to me. Okay, it's okay. We got this one. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We can do this. I think this is the last set we need. Come on. There we go. Just a couple more reps and we're good. We're good. I don't think wearing my farmer's hat while I'm actually, my fishing hat, not my farmer's hat, while trying to work out. It's not helping any of us. There we go. 5% buff. We've had 2 or 3 of those plus the ones we've done previously. I'm hoping that's enough. I could go get a different job. I believe there is a job above Scavenger for 4 or 450, but I think it jumps after that to 500 or 800 for the producer. We just focus on getting the strength buff so we can actually take out more trash. So we're gonna stick to this for a little bit here because I think this is gonna be the best way to get the most amount of money for now. And I want to go straight to producer, I think. Although with 2 alien substances in that's gotta be worth a lot of money. But yeah, the producer's 800. He's gonna be a high value earning job. I don't think we have anything in between the 400 800 mark. We might, but I think we're gonna shoot for producer's 400 mark. That's probably our best bet, or 800 mark. And then that way we can kind of, stop messing around with the trash, which would be pretty nice, even though it's kind of seemed like the best paying job so far. Yeah, $639. That was almost 250 bucks. No, we were at 450, so that's almost 200 bucks. Kind of sad that I didn't get enough levels of strength for the debuff not to occur. It would have made this job a lot easier, but I mean, it takes a while to build up the strength. Each time we completed a set, we'd have to do another rep, so we went from 5 to 6 to 7 reps per set just to get that buff increase. I can't move. I made the mistake of gathering every single building's trash at once. I can only move if I jump it, and it hurts. I didn't have enough workout time to counter all this weight. But 712 to 1160. Interested, have more than $1,000 in your account. We have 1160. That is so good. That's enough money for tickets and to be able to afford the producer job. Work uniforms. Let's check out. We've got farmers. We know that. So we could go formal jacket. That's what we need for the producer. That's $800. I don't think there's a $500 or $1,000 job. I think the next closest is the $2,000 job as the maid. Yeah, because it's 10 grand for the scientist robe and 2 grand for the maid costume. We could get protection, but we're so busy at our jobs, we haven't dealt with any bums since our first couple nights here in the city. What are these? I would like to get some cosmetic stuff to get my own place and everything. That's the thing. We just don't make enough money for that. So let's get our formal jacket. Allows you to work as a producer. Let's take our fisherman hat off. We don't really need that anymore. We still have $355. Is there anything around that we might want? Let's get one of these. There we go. So a golden ring. I think we just have a golden ring for no reason. I am actually so happy that I just realized we have $5 left. I can't get anything else. I nearly spent all the money I had and we wouldn't have been able to get out of the city to get to our job. That was close. This is why you don't spend willy-nilly, everyone. You pay attention to your monies. So we get our starter bonus. So from level 2 to level 3, level 1 to level 2. What if I just press that? Does anything happen? Oh, so do we just have to drop something? Conveyor. Oh, there we go. And can we just keep dropping stuff or do we have to wait? I can just leave that on, can't I? Okay, interesting. And so this is when I have to press buttons. Oh, so is this how we make more money? These upgrade these items, I bet. I wonder if that's how they make them more valuable. That would make more sense. Okay, we're coming up level 1 to level 2. But if we skip the level 1, does that mean we don't get the level 2 one? I don't know how it works. Let's see. Press. I don't see anything happening. Nothing's happening. This one's definitely a level 1. So, no. There we go. So, yeah. So, it has to be level 2 for the level, or level 1 for the level 2 access to actually kick in. Definitely a tedious job is what we'll say. Alright, so that's the end of our level 2 alignment. So we can do level 2 to 3. But let's, oh my god, this, okay, so this doesn't stop, does it? We can just keep on going like this as much as possible. I'm really curious about what the payment's gonna be like. We'll see what a base tier is like, so I guess that's good. And then we'll see what level 3s are like, because we do have a couple level 3s. There we go, we've got the level 2 in here. Oh. There we go. Look at that. So we have $0 currently. So let's upgrade this one. So once that goes through, we should get paid. I'm curious. Okay, that was $8. Okay, what about this next one? Oh my god, $37 for that? That was insane. That was a massive increase. I mean, we have our starter bonus on there as well. Okay, so that's really, really good to know. With that in mind, I think we just want to focus on getting as many tier 1 upgrades as we can, right? So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's about 30-ish or so seconds for a level 1 to get to a level 2, which is good. The reason I want to know that is so we can maximize our efficiency. So as soon as I start pressing this button, 1, 2, 3, 4, 26 more seconds from now, that's when that first coal will be at the level 2 section, allowing us to know that we can move down there, upgrade them all to level 2, and so far and so forth. So we'll have good products, then okay products, then really good products, then okay products, and that's how we're gonna make money, because we need to focus on like a row of them at a time so we can make them all upgraded, which is really nice. What's the great thing is that we just consistently make money from this no matter what. It's so good. So as long as this belt is running, we're good. We're still getting used to the timing, but yeah, this is a way more effective job. Especially once we get the upgrade cycle down, we'll make so much more money this way. And our final one to upgrade, there we go. So we're at 492. Yeah, this is nuts. I love this. This is definitely the best efficient job for making money so far. It doesn't slow us down from weight. We can choose what we upgrade and how much we upgrade. So we could just make everything slightly more valuable and just sit here forever and press this, and that would work. But I do think clearly the level 2s and level 3 upgrades are worth it. So it's $3, I believe, per level 1, and then we have $5 for our starter bonus. So until the starter bonus runs out, they're worth $8 to level 1s or level 0s, because we upgrade them to level 1, then 2, then 3, however that works. But overall, this is my favorite job so far. It is the simplest, so it might get a little boring, but it makes us the most money. I mean, we're already back to $838, so yeah, this is definitely the best producing job. A conveyor error, try restarting it. Oh wow, we actually have to restart the conveyor. That was more than I didn't know that was gonna happen. This entire time we were good. That's not a big deal though. Could definitely be worse, but I think that's what we're gonna end off for today, Rockstars. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe down below if you guys all did enjoy. I think next time we might be on the way to purchasing our first fully operational business for ourselves. And until then, I'll see you all. Peace, Rockstars.